And we're back with the Money Diaries series where I transparently share what my income, expenses and investments are for the month. For those of you who are new here, I've started this since the early days of the YouTube channel, transparently sharing what was my employment income to the little few cents I was receiving from YouTube AdSense revenue to today, a full-time employment income equivalent coming in from YouTube. More than those, I share with you guys my money mindsets that I live with to simultaneously enjoy life and also save my way towards $200,000 before the age of 30 years old. I hope this series helps you guys to apply certain principles when it comes to managing your money. Let's dive straight into Money Diaries. Let's go. Let's go through expenses first, as I always believe that we need to focus on the basics of how we manage our money, because no matter how much income you bring in, if you don't have the right habits of how we spend our money, there's no way you can build wealth. From this book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, there's a great quote that he says, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. So focus on getting the right habits when it comes to spending our money, then focus on bringing in more income so that you can build your wealth faster. Fixed expenses in the month of March makes up to a total of $792.71. For any one of you who have not listed down your fixed expenses before, I would encourage you to do it for yourself, because there might be certain areas where you can trim, some recurring transactions that are automatically paid off that you might not know you're paying for, and that way it can help you save a few dollars every single month, and in 1 year it will actually amount to quite a bit. My fixed expenses makes up of my mom's allowance, endowment plan, a whole life insurance plan, Spotify, Netflix, iCloud and also Giga mobile phone bill payment. My fixed expenses will be going up. I want to add on critical illness coverage for myself. I do not want to have to worry about bill payments if, touch wood, I get cancer or terminal illness down the road. Life coverage, I do not have to increase because no one is dependent on me and I do not plan to have any kids. For those of you who do not know, I've dropped snippets of hints on the channel in my vlogs, my newsletters and my website, sharing that I'll be entering into the financial advisory space because of a burden I feel, and my intention is to be able to help any one of you out there who wants to find someone who's not swayed by earning an income from being in the financial advisory space. Later on, as I go through my income, you would know that I do not have to be a financial advisor to earn an income and make a living out for myself. My intentions going into it is because I don't want anyone to have a sense of regret when it comes to getting your life protected. That's my burden, or what I feel when it comes to this industry. I want more information to be out there, to be more transparent so that people know what they're buying into, and that's my heart behind it. So if any one of you wants to hear more about my story, you can go over to my website. I've written my reasons, how I'm planning to go about doing this. It's just something I want to try, and if it doesn't work out, it's okay. I'm still okay with just doing YouTube alone. So that's my plan. Now let's go into the variable expenses. Let's go. Variable expenses in the month of March has come up to a total of $1,742.95. Before you guys scold me in the comment section below, I know it's a lot, but there are some things that I did not budget for, which I have my reasons. I've been tracking my expenses for a decade now, 10 over years. I know when I need to spend on needs, and I will only limit myself to spend on certain wants that I have. So I usually ask myself before I make a purchase, is this a need or a want? And that's why I don't budget for certain categories like shopping, things like my gifts. These I don't exactly budget for. I will spend what is reasonable, but I won't just spend my money excessively. But for those of you who are new to this, please budget every single category and try to monitor it accordingly, so that as you know you are reaching your budget, you can adjust your expenditures accordingly. I hope this helps you when it comes to managing your budgets. Things I didn't budget for: shopping. I bought a luggage and also a gym duffel bag at a warehouse sale that happened this month, and I know that I have to spend on it because I don't want to have a trip plan and do not have a luggage and have to buy it at the original price. When there's a warehouse sales, I'll try to think if that is essential for me down the road, and that's when I make a purchase to buy at a discount in advance. Business is Super website hosting. I've shifted my website from Squarespace to Super right now, which has a new look, and I really love it because it integrates with Notion. Notion is a platform where I use to script my videos, and right now I've even changed to tracking my expenses right over here on Notion. And if you have not caught my vlog, what I do now when I record my expenses on the go when I'm out is just double tap the back of my iPhone and it records my expense right over to the Notion template that I have for my finance. I will share this template really soon. I just want to refine it a little and also create a guide for you guys, for any one of you who wants to use this template. If you're interested in the Notion expense tracker plus the iPhone shortcut, sign up to my morning newsletter down in the description box below. I'll be launching this really soon and there'll be a discount code for those of you who are subscribed to that newsletter. Stay tuned, it's coming soon. For gifts, it was $207.16. It was my niece's 1-year-old birthday. I didn't limit myself to how much we'll be spending, so that's $200 over. Travel is $150. I took a weekend cruise trip with my mom and my brother and I spent $150 over there. Another impromptu trip is a trip up to JB, and that's how I busted my groceries budget. I didn't expect to have to buy things like shampoo, conditioner, of which I should have expected because I've been away for so long. There were certain things that I need to stock up. Groceries was a total of $230.83. Another category which I overspent on is my meals out with my family, of which I did expect this, or rather I didn't know whether $200 budgeted in that category was enough. But I do realize that dining out in Singapore is really very expensive as compared to when I was in Korea, where a meal out will probably cost like anywhere between $10 to $15. You don't have things like 10% service charge, 9% GST, etc. In total, for my meals out with my family for the month of March, it was $288.70. I will adjust things in April accordingly, just based off my March actual expenditures. The rest of the categories, I've kept everything within the budget that I've planned for in the month of March, which is great. All in all, how I usually plan for the following month is number 1, this month's savings rate. Am I satisfied with what I have saved? The second thing I look at is whether did I feel comfortable with whatever that I've budgeted for in the various categories. Do I feel stressed out that I only have, let's say, $200 to spend for food for myself? Or can I actually allow myself to spend a little more? You want to also focus on how you're feeling with the budgets that you have set for yourself. Let's go into the income portion. I did mention in my previous video that my income that I've expected in the month of March was only $2,000 to $3,000, but my income has actually came up to a total of $8,317.50, and all in all, my savings rate was at 70%. Let's break down what this income makes up of. Let's go. Income, I'll share with you what I can share with you, but I'm sorry that there will be certain affiliates I will not be able to share with you specifically. Take for example, Syfe, how much referrals I've gotten for that, Moomoo, how much referrals I've gotten for that, because I'm contract signed with them. There's a confidentiality agreement, but I can share with you the totality amount. Google AdSense, I've received $958.81 daily, and income that comes in is anywhere between $20 over to $40 over, as you can see right now on screen. February, before taxes is $1,052.30. After taxes, $900 over. Google AdSense pays around this amount even up to today in the month of March. For Trust Bank, this is not a partnership, neither is it an affiliate agreement. I received a total of $870 over in NTUC vouchers. This is a normal referral that you have as well. If you refer someone, you receive $10 NTUC vouchers, and the other person who signs up will receive $35 NTUC vouchers. For cashback, it came up to a total of $328.96. This is bulked from the HSBC Everyday Global Savings account, of which I talked a lot about having 1% cashback when you do your credit card bill payments, gyro arrangement, etc. up to $300. And I do have other cashback credit card like the UOB Absolute Amex. Bond interest is $112.25. This is from Fraser Green Bond. Other interest is bank interest, of which my savings account is UOB One Savings Account, Merry Bank, Moomoo 6.8% per annum guaranteed returns. Those are amounts stashed with my savings that gives me daily interest. For dividends, it's a total of $192.01. It makes up of CapitaLand Ascenders REIT, Mapletree Pan Asia Commercial Trust, Keppel REIT, Far East Hospitality Trust, and I do expect one more, which is CapitaLand Integrated Commercial Trust. I have not received yet. Digital downloads is when people purchase my annual budgeting spreadsheet, which I've listed on Coffee. For those of you who are new here, I do have an annual budgeting spreadsheet listed on Coffee. It doesn't look like this. This Notion template is new. I've used it for the entire month of March and it's been great thus far, eliminating my need to use two platforms, which is Google Sheets plus Wallet by Budget Bakers to track on the go. I can now just use Notion, one platform to track everything on the go and also on the desktop. What goes into the others category is I sold my Sony camera battery. Coffee donation, someone donated an amount. Standard Chartered Bank referral. This is open to any one of you as well. As long as you hold a Standard Chartered account, you can also refer your friend and you will get $80 cashback. I referred 2 people, of which I've gotten $160. Affiliate on Shopee. This is a few cents when you buy things using my Shopee affiliate links. I've listed some links, which is the books that I've bought on Shopee, and if you click through that link and you want to support, you can buy other things. I will receive a kickback of a few cents each time you buy. The others, I'm sorry, I will not be able to reveal the amounts to you because they are partnerships tied with contract agreements that I cannot share specifically how much do I earn. But all in all, my entire income is $8,300. This is sensitive information. Some of you might not like how much I'm earning based off YouTube, but I do share very transparently that I only cover things that I personally think it's beneficial for you guys, but it doesn't fit into mine, or I do use them personally. For example, Moomoo Singapore, I use them to trade into the Singapore stock market. Safe Trade, I'm using them to trade in the US stock market, my S&P 500 investment, and also recently Nasdaq 100 investment. That's my value and principle when I run this YouTube channel. As you can see, with the income that I'm earning from YouTube right now, I technically do not need to go into financial advisory to earn me another form of income. In the month of January, I've earned $12,000 over dollars. February was $4,000 over dollars. I'm not here to boast. This is just transparently sharing with you what my income amount is, and to let you guys know that me going into the FA industry is not for the money, but more to solve struggles that I've had when it comes to insurance protection, even for myself. I want to help my family members, I want to help my friends, I want to help you guys who are watching the videos to document transparently how to actually ensure that you get sufficient coverage. Or if you want to engage me, link is down in the description box below. If, let's say, things do not work out, I do not have any leads or I do not have clients who wants to engage me, then I'll go back to being a digital nomad. I'll be here in Singapore here and there, but I will also want to travel and bring my mum overseas. The same heart I had from the start when I started this YouTube channel, to bring my mum overseas to let her explore more of the world while she's still young. That's the heart and the intention behind it. So, as with what I've always mentioned on the channel, I'm trying to shoot as much darts out there, and if one hits the bullseye, then great. But if not, it's okay, I'll just keep trying, and at least I will live with no regrets. So that's all for Money Diaries series. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. If you want to reach out to me for financial advisory, insurance coverage, you want my opinion, there's a link down in the description box below. You want to hear my story, it's on my website. The best and easiest way to contact me is via Instagram. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it, you learned something today, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye bye!